Hi, it's Janelle with Parsnips and Parsimony, and today is my 32-week and 3-day pregnancy update video. I was supposed to visit my midwife when I was 32 weeks, but she was sick, and she knows that I always bring the kids with me when I come for my appointments, and she goes, I don't think you guys want this, so let's cancel and reschedule. So we did go ahead and reschedule for next Wednesday. I was hoping to do this video after I had a visit with her, but because that got canceled, I decided I was just going to go ahead and tell you guys what's been going on, and then hopefully next week after my visit I can go ahead and film again and let you guys know how that appointment went and how this baby's measuring. The big symptom that has come back over the last 2 weeks has been nighttime nausea. It's not normal for me to have nighttime nausea, particularly at the end of my pregnancies, but for whatever reason this time I'm definitely having it. So I've been living with my C-bands again and trying to eat light meals in the evening. I do think some of the nausea is related to the heartburn, and that's because this baby is sitting so high in my diaphragm, I just have no room to eat. And then whatever I do eat just feels like it's squished in there, so the heartburn has been kicking up a little bit more, and it's just kind of been a juggling act trying to make sure that I'm eating enough, not eating too much but not eating too little, and figuring out what is triggering the heartburn, what makes it worse, what makes it better, and that whole thing. So that's not something I've had to deal with the other pregnancies. I know that a lot of carbs tend to give me a lot of heartburn, and I'm wondering if that has something to do with it as well. So I've been just fooling around with my diet, seeing what works for me. Right after I did my last video, I started having increasing contractions, and I ended up just chilling for a day and a half, and I did let my midwife know, and we're just, you know, this is pretty normal for me. And after that episode, everything really seemed to calm down a bit, and I really wasn't feeling all that bad other than being quite heavy, huge, and uncomfortable, but I would expect that for this point of the pregnancy. Maybe 3 nights ago, I went to bed, and again, I wasn't feeling that good, had that nighttime nausea, I had my C-bands on, and I just felt kind of crampy, but you know, I didn't really think anything of it. It wasn't really being coordinated with any contractions or anything like that. I just generally felt crampy. So I went to bed at midnight, and then around 2:30 I woke up, and I was having really, really bad back pain, which has not been an issue this pregnancy. And then I sort of woke myself up a little bit more and started paying attention to it, and it turns out that they were full-blown labor contractions. They were going from my back all the way around the front of my belly, and it was really weird because usually with Braxton Hicks all you get is that tight squeezing in the front, but this was not that. It was definite like labor contractions. So I had just sat in bed. I did not wake up Art and time them, and they were anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes apart. I got a big glass of water, actually it was my big water bottle, and worked on drinking that, and I just fell asleep around 4 or 5 o'clock, so I was up for like an hour and a half, 2 hours with them, and when I woke up in the morning they were pretty well gone. There were a couple, but they were 30 minutes apart, and then they were gone. So that got me a little concerned because that was not just my standard Braxton Hicks. Those were actually labor contractions. At least they died down. So I've been taking it easy for a couple days, but today I woke up, I felt really good today. I'm hoping that was just one of those quirky things that happened. Maybe I was slightly dehydrated, and I also had not been taking my magnesium for 3 days, so I'm hoping that was just one of those things and we're over the hump. If I was really, really concerned that I was going into labor, I would have called her or texted her that night, but if you guys watch my other videos, you know that this is somewhat of a normal pattern for me, and apparently from when I've spoken to my midwife in the past, she says that the more babies you have, the more often this becomes the norm. So as uncomfortable as it is, it's just apparently one of the discomforts of pregnancy. Art has been very helpful. He has been pulling back his hours at work, which isn't so good for the business, but he realizes how much I need his help right now, so he's been very helpful just with taking care of the kids and keep making sure everything is still somewhat running as normal as possible in the house. On Monday night we had a pizza night up on our 3rd floor with the goal of finding whatever leftovers I had from my past birth kit, but I still haven't found that box, so I had to keep looking for that. And I still haven't ordered our birth kit, which I know, tick, 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 it's getting very close, so I need to make sure all that's taken care of. I am going to do a separate video when I've collected all of my supplies so you guys can see what's in my birth kit and what we're actually going to be using at home. I know that I've had a lot of you guys ask me, what is this birth kit? What's in it? So as soon as I get that together, I'm going to do a video for you guys so you guys can get an idea of what I need to have on hand for having this home birth. I'm also trying to get a good start on my Christmas shopping. We've gotten a few things taken care of, but trying to get all that taken care of because here it is, the first week of November, and time is moving very quickly now. My midwife does deliver at 36 weeks. She prefers you make it to 37 weeks, but depending on the person, the circumstances, the pregnancy, she will deliver as early as 36 weeks, not 35 and 6 days. 36 weeks. So if I'm 32 and 3 days, that only leaves me with a little over 3 weeks left before possibly this baby could be here, and it's just like, God, I got too much to do. So really feeling the crunch, the trying to hustle and get some projects done. And Art has been working like a busy bee outdoors trying to get the house settled for before winter hits. We did have snow about a week ago, and that was very unexpected. We had about 3 inches of it, and the roads were yucky, and it was just like, this is way too early for where we live here in November. But that's what's been going on. We'll see what happens next week at my appointment. I still feel like I am measuring really big. At least this baby feels like it's long. But we'll see what she says when I go in for my appointment. And then following this appointment should be my home appointment where she comes and checks all of my birth supplies and making sure everything is ready for this baby. I just can't believe it's coming up so quickly. I think that's all that's going on. So here's a quick look at how my belly's shaping up. I think I'm thinking it's a boy. I'm thinking this baby seems like it's a little on the lower side than normal, but I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're new to our channel, please be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below. Thank you so much for watching. We are very quickly moving towards the birth of this baby, and we are planning a home birth if you're new to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, for all your love, support, and comments, because they help me every single day when I get up in the morning and I see you guys chit-chatting with me on YouTube. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much, and we will see you for our next video.